Hello everybody and welcome. We are here today in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. We're going to have a nice fun flight in the Top Mach Studios F-22 Raptor. We'll be flying out of Ilsen Air Force Base outside of Fairbanks, Alaska, the great snowy north. It's going to be a fun flight. I love flying this plane. I've actually picked this plane up also for DCS World. It's not made obviously by Top Mach Studios. It's a different developer, but I have found out how to acquire the F-22 for DCS World, which I am planning on doing a video for that as well. So if you haven't already subscribed yet or liked or anything like that, go ahead and slap that button, especially if you want to see the F-22 in DCS World. I am planning on doing that, and I am also planning on doing other videos for DCS World as well. I am learning that sim, and it is a handful to learn. All right, APU is on, left right generator. Cockpit is down. I've turned the canopy. Apparently the canopy decided to close on its own. That's fine. I don't mind. All right. So let's go ahead and power on the left engine, pump, ignition, and start. But yeah, I'm looking forward to actually learning the F-22 for DCS World. That's gonna be fun. I've seen a lot of videos of other content creators doing videos on it, and that plane is really cool in DCS World. And the stealth capability of the F-22 is modeled. It is modeled in DCS World, from what I can gather, because it's very hard for the enemy planes in DCS to lock on. And if they do, it's like the softest lock you can get, because you can easily lose them. All right, engine is spooling in the left side. But yeah, we also have some other good news coming out from the Microsoft Asobo camp, and that's that Marketplace will open on a soft date of the 18th of February 2025. Now, like when I say it's a soft date, and that's because they said that there is a chance that it could be pushed back to the 25th. All right, next right side. Now I really hope that they don't push back to the 25th, because I really want to have the ability to rent planes, because you can rent planes, as far as I'm aware. They were still having in there, so you can try the planes out before you buy them, which is, I think, gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot of developers out there that don't put good content, like MS Scenery, Captain Sim. I think it may end up hurting them in the long run, because I think the rent is gonna be cheaper. And then when people realize, no, I'm not doing this, they're going to go away from that. They're not going to buy it, which I think is a great incentive for the developers to bring out the absolute best in their abilities on their aircrafts, which I mean, kind of needs to be. Some of these developers aren't doing very good on, like for example, MS Scenery, Captain Sim. Captain Sim has been progressively and slowly getting better, but it's still spotty at best. Trying to see, I don't see. Well, I was trying to see the nav lights and stuff, but I'm not seeing. I guess she really doesn't have any nav lights. She has formation lights, but I'm not seeing like any type of anti-collision or anything like that. I guess I never really noticed that. I never noticed that. Let's go ahead and see if we can find those are all volumes. Cabin light, floodlight, panel, formation lights. There they are. That's the formation lights that are turned up. All right, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and taxi. We're going to shut down the APU. The door should shut. As soon as they should, they will. All right, let's go ahead and disengage brakes. And start our taxi out. So it's that time of year for Alaska that Alaska gets very, very little sunlight. Like very, very little sunlight. And I've always actually wanted to experience the, I guess the limited sunlight, or the illusion. Like, hey, look, it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock in the afternoon and it's nearly dark. But at the same time, I also want to come up here, or I mean, wherever, north or south poles, and experience the okay. Apparently my trigger is also turning off my fly-by-wire, which is not right. I gotta check that out. That's not right. That's supposed to be my brake I'm using. It is my brake. I feel it slowing down, but it also shuts off my fly-by-wire, which is interesting. I gotta check my hotkeys. Gotta check my map keys. All right, there we go. And full power. And gears up. All right, we are off the ground and we're good to go. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to learning more about DCS World. It is a really, really good. Oh yeah, we're not gonna click that button again. Oh no. That was nearly death. But yeah. So I've been learning with the F-16 right now in DCS World. I already have one video out on doing that. So if you guys want to check out the video, I'll put that video in the little blip up the top right. You guys can check that out. I have learned how to drop bombs, the dummy bombs, the non-laser guided bombs in DCS World. And now I just have to learn how to hit my targets. Because, yeah, that's kind of rough. Now, I think the dummy bombs, they're obviously not precision bombs. Like laser guided bombs, like, I don't know what their code names off the top of my head. But, yeah. It's interesting to say the least, but I have fun with it. And DCS World is if you want to fly fighters and you want to learn how to do combat, that's definitely a sim. If you want to fly fighters, just to fly the fighters anywhere in the world without having any like restrictions other than not being able to drop bombs and stuff, at least yet. Some planes you can. This is Microsoft Flightsim, because I'm planning on making missions in DCS World to do, like, I have the Afghanistan map. I'm looking forward to them completing the Afghanistan map because I was stationed there and I want to see where I was at in Afghanistan. Salerno, Camp Clark, Bagram, they'll all be in that sim, and I can actually simulate flights that I have actually experienced. Like flying from Bagram to Salerno in a C-130, because yes, the C-130 is coming to DCS World. I repeat, the C-130, I believe it was the J, the C-130J is coming to DCS World. Now, I think it was the J variant. If I'm wrong on the J variant, let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But I love the fact that I've started diving into DCS World. There's just a lot to learn, so bear with me on those videos. But yeah, it's awesome, and I really want you guys to see my progress. I have the aircrafts I have in that sim. I have the F-15, not the new, not like the expensive F-18 or F-15, but I have like I think there's a 2014 release of the F-15, which you need that plane to be able to run the F-22 in the sim, which is why I got that. And it's like, I think that F-15 was on sale for like $8, and then the mod F-22 mod for DCS World was free. All that information is going to be when I do the video. I love the F-22, and that's why when I saw that there's a mod for it in the combat sim, I was like, ooh, I must get this. It looks good, and it really is good. It's amazing. I've seen so many videos on it. Oh, how I love the great state of Alaska. It looks so beautiful. One of these years, this is going to be a vacation of mine to come up here to experience this, one of the last frontiers of this planet, because I'm guaranteed there's so many unknowns in this state. I mean, the state's nearly the size of the US, or the 48, should I say the lower 48. It's a huge state. It's unfortunate that we share it with well, shouldn't say we share borders, but we're close enough where this is the closest you can get to be in the United States to Russia. It's quite unfortunate. Pull some massive G's. So I don't know if you guys heard the news, but there was an incident up here in Alaska where an F-35 just, and I didn't even hear on what the problem was, other than when you look at the video, the F-35 just looks like it falls out of the sky, just straight up falls out of the sky. And I mean, it's kind of crazy when you see it. It's just like, wee, it's falling out of the sky like straight down. I don't know if it was a stall, an issue with the hover. I don't even know if that was I don't even know if that was a B variant. I don't know if that actually had the hover variant, since that was an Air Force fighter. I'm pretty sure it actually didn't have it. Well, yeah, the F-22, yeah, no. The F-35, they need to halt production because that plane has the absolute horrendous, like, track record. Why would you want to fly a plane that is constantly crashes? And I mean, what is that? 10 F-35s that's crashed total? I don't know if it's that many or not, or if it's that high, but I know there's been several F-35s that have crashed. And that is ridiculous. As much money as they plowed into that plane, all that money that they invested in the F-35 project, they could have reinvested in upgrading the F-22, and then we didn't have to give or sell the F-35 to anyone else in the world, because one, well, who wants to have the same plane as everyone else? I'd rather have the like the F-22. F-22 you cannot sell to anyone in the world. It is illegal by Congress. They made that illegal because the amount of tech on this thing and the versatility and the abilities of this plane. Now, I don't want other countries having the same equipment as I do, even if they are allies. No, I'm sorry. If you have the best of the best, you keep it that you only have the best of the best. That's just me going on a tangent, because I really think the way that the arms sales is stupid. And I don't even know where my airport is anymore. I kind of lost it. Let's see if we can open up the bay doors. Main bay door. Yeah, I kind of figured I didn't have anything in there. It should. I thought they did an update. I could be wrong. Oh, we're super cruising. Yeah, we're super cruising right now. No afterburners or anything. That's one thing I love about the F-22. This thing super cruises at Mach 1+. Yeah, I don't know where my airport went now. No. Can't exactly. Well, there's an airport to my left. I'm wondering if it should be up here. Unless that's shit. I don't think that's it. We'll find out here soon. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of things I'm learning right now, especially when it comes to fighters. Oh yeah, fly-by-wire off, and nope. That is bad. That is so bad. But yeah, I would love for you guys to though follow that journey with the DCS World. I am looking forward to doing all kinds of different videos with that. That also opens up all kinds of new possibilities on new content, especially also that I'm also doing Sea Power. If you guys like naval combat games, I really highly recommend checking out some of those videos. I am planning on doing more of those because I'm planning on making kind of like an all-out war type deal. Like, what if the Cold War actually blew up into a full-scale World War III kind of scenario? You have carriers, you have the USS Enterprise in the sim, you have all kinds of stuff. Oh, we're Joker. We need to land. I didn't realize I was running pretty full on my throttle. Not like max, but I was running 3/4. I don't think I topped off on fuel before I left anyways. That's another thing I realized, is that Microsoft Flight Simulator, it doesn't feel like the fuel burn rate is correct versus what it is in DCS World. Now, obviously, I'm doing a lot of comparing between an apple and a watermelon. There's a huge difference between the two sims. All right, the airport's right there. We're gonna go ahead and land here. If I can find the airport, where is it? Is that? That can't be it. Running at 24,000 feet and falling. I'm like looking out in the distance here, looking to see if I can find the airport. Because we're Joker, that means we gotta start heading back. All right, airport should be off to our left. I don't really see it, but it should be coming up here. Let's see, Papa Alpha Bravo India is the airport code. Not sure what code that is. Wait, is that it right there? That may be it. No, I don't think that was it. It's got to be coming up here in front of us. See it on the radar. The identifier. Let's see if we can actually do a decent landing. So the runway should be... Oh, that's it right there. It's definitely not my Air Force base. Wait, there it is. I see my airport. It's way out there. I see it. I believe that's it. Papa Alpha India. Papa Alpha Echo India. That, I believe, is it. Or not. I see two identifiers. I see two identifiers. I'm just trying to figure out which one it is. No, that's not it. That is not it. Papa Alpha Foxtrot Bravo. They couldn't have made it that easy. Air Force Base. I couldn't have made it that easy with the identifier. I guess we'll find out here in a second. We're heading that direction. We're almost bingo. We're almost to bingo, which is fine. We're still got plenty of fuel. I want to get to the right airport. I just love flying the F-22. But no, I actually didn't go through all the planes I have in a DCS World. Sorry. So all the planes I have in DCS World are the Apache, Chinook, the F-15, the F-22, the F-16, and I believe the Su-33. I believe it is. Those are what I have right now. I plan on getting the A-10, but I need to learn these other planes before I can get the A-10. I want to get the Kiowa. Once the C-130 Juliet comes out, I'm getting that, because I believe the people in DCS World are actually starting to listen and realize, there are people that are wanting to run logistics. And yes, I would love to run logistics in the sim, because some of the stuff that's combat wise, like you're controlling your FLIR camera for dropping smart bombs, and controlling the camera while flying and shooting, all that kinds of stuff is just, it seems overly complicated, and it would take me a long while to learn. But I am willing to learn. It just will take time. All right, so Air Force Base. So I'm looking at 80 miles out. Now we're at 40 miles. Almost bingo. God, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 just looks overly beautiful. I mean, it's gonna get updates. That's one thing I like about it now, is that you don't have to wait for big updates. Now they can push the update server side. which you may never ever see or are not aware. The alert, that's a Joker, right? Yep, Joker fuel. All right, so the airport, there's an airport coming up right in front of us, starting to come within range. And then we should be coming up to the Air Force Base here in a second. Now I will say this, at DCS World, the camera functionality, I've heard so many people complain about Microsoft Flight Simulator's camera functionality. DCS World, in my opinion, 100 times worse. It is really hard to get good angles when you're doing recordings for videos. I mean, it is god awful. I mean, wow. So everyone that complains about the Microsoft Flight Sims cameras, yeah, go try DCS World and tell me what you think. It's even worse. All right, so there's this airport. The next airport is coming up. It'll be coming within the 40-mile ring here in a few minutes or a few seconds. We're right at bingo. Should come up saying bingo here in a second. But we are within range of the airport, so that's perfectly fine. Really don't mess with the autopilot on this aircraft because I just never really thought who would use an autopilot on a fighter. Now, granted, there are pilots out there that fly long distances, and who wants to hold their hand on a stick the entire time? But I mean, I find the autopilot on fighters is kind of clumsy, is probably the best wording. So there's the 40-mile marker. Should be coming in range here in a second on the HUD. We're gonna lower down to about, I'm gonna go down to 10,000 feet. So that is the airport. I'm kind of curious if that maybe is. That can't be my airport. Maybe that is it. Maybe that is it. I think that is my airport. All right, we dropped the gear. Of course not. We're going too fast. Trying to scrub speed off right now. All right. Gear's going down. We're going at a very bad angle. Does it come a bingo? Or it's still Joker, it says. No, that is not my airport. That is not it. Now the taxiway doesn't look like mine.
Bingo.
Yep, there it is. Bingo fuel. Bingo fuel. No matter what, this next airport we're landing. Doesn't matter if it's the right airport or wrong airport. As long as it's a U.S. airport. But we are in the United States. It's a very bad joke I just gave. All right, so time to slow down. Where you at? Oh, where is this little airport at? I think I see the airstrip. Yep, I see it. I believe it is right there. I'm just trying to make sure I line up just right. Gears coming down. Gotta pick up the, whoops. Not there. We're looking right there. Yep, that is it. That is it. I believe by just look, I think the taxiway looks just right. Or not. I don't know. Oh well, we're just landing there. That's probably not the right base. Or the right location. But that's fine. I lost track of where I was at. Yeah, that's not it. Looking at the runway and the taxiway, that is not the right spot, but that's fine. We'll just land here, top off on fuel. There looks to be two runways. One is longer than the other. .152 knots. Kind of slow rolling this incoming. All right, throttle's all the way down. I kind of slammed it down.
Oh, look, the nose steering decided to. Wow, my nose steering turned off all of a sudden. Yep. Oh well. But that's it. We've landed. A successful land. Did not crash it. It was a pretty good impact on the back end, I believe. But it was, overall, I give that landing... I'll give that landing a 7 out of 10. If you guys made it this far, give a rating on the landing in the comment section below. And I will catch you later in the next video. Later.